for high GFC News. Mema Obibia Akwaba. Latest hot enkwa eramede bremo na ansana ensebni nyina bebano. So when you subscribe ya bomoria say over subscribe na wa like video no give us a thumbs up na fi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo ensemo ekoso ewo Ghana memo afi yenhwe eye ensemo abeto yepono so inti eye sankobo ya ekoso mama yenti.
We side with the NPP. We side with the MPP. And this was your flyer and saying an here. Ubeka say, hey, Kevin Taylor today is siding with the MPP. You support the MPP. MPP for say, aya Ablekuma North. Aya elections na, aya electoral commission say, omoba beyen biom in some constituencies, NPP for say, enya dia, omo support it, omo pene. Court. Now, this is the candidate NPP for Edenebawa Ablekuma. Easy for some rerun. Now, the reason why I support the NPP on this is that the NPP almost every right to say the EC, you know, the EC does not have the right to rerun the elections. In fact, per the laws, no, so can run I will say EC a court in kwa and a high court in kwa and a bit to me amasa directive no and a direction say yanko near EC enko rerunning election EC in kwa to mean sorry and free demo bekase a Ghana Ablekuma North election organizer you know in fact yenya problems binti adiachi in the next 2 days 10 days no yes akwa elections no. I don't agree with the EC and I support the NPP 100%. I support them because they also took part in the elections. We need to listen to them. And at the end of the day, they have all the right to demand answers. They have all the right to make sure. Because to them, they believe it's we need elections, you know. And to the NDC to believe it's almost we need elections, you know. And as we speak now, no, when the MPP say election, no, Timuno omu wini na EC entumi ni constituencies be say omu nkoto aba na yansan kind of no omu ntiase and I support it because in principle no it is right because near tia na EC ba parliament beka kire Ghana for say Ablekuma enya de omu be rerun bia if we say it will go against idea democracy Bossman asare na better parliament ka kire nti from the EC's own mouth no rerun isn't part of the issue. The whole thing that we were waiting for the EC to announce the result. In fact, when the EC came to Parliament, Ghana for say they only need police protection. When they get the police protection, they can announce the results. They don't care the intimidation. When say Ghana Police Service and more security now. So I don't know how. The EC about Tabaka said no. Constituencies be omuni MPP ni NDC akasa. MPP for say omuni dinkomo biya. MPP for say how many EC any meeting bia until they are not going to adhere to those things EC saying and that they are going to instruct their lawyers to go to court and challenge the decision of the EC and I support that 100%. In fact, this is the General Secretary of the NPP, Bumi Ntieno.
If the three are standing coalitions that are yet to be done, only 2 are found in the 19 polling stations that the Electoral Commission has presented to us. Leaving Glory Land Hotel Odoko 1A. So what we want to ask the Electoral Commission is that when was the collation for Glory Land Hotel Odoko done? That's the question. That's the question to Madam J. Mensa and the commissioners. That we want to find out from you. Where is Glory Land Hotel Odoko 1A? With the polling station code C1612058, because NDC, MPP, we all know, even the Electoral Commission, your presiding officers, your returning officers, they know that we have not collated the results in that polling station. So how come it is not part of the 19 polling stations? That's why I said, if you want to lie, you'll be exposed.
That's all right, and I support Pentium 2. For the first time, I support the General Secretary of the NPP. Omobusa a simple question, say, Electoral Commission, Gloryland Hotel, Odoko, I know that place. Eye 1A. Sa eye police station, no, coalition mo yen wing. So the NPP, they have all the right to go to court. And nobody can intimidate the NPP and say, I don't know court. They have the right. And from the General Secretary's statement, they have factual, they have questions demanding for their reasonable answers. Because the EC cannot just tell them, say, I adiachi, mo NPP for Monsolimba na yenko eden, na yenko twaba. No, it doesn't work like that. This is a political party, and we hear answers. They also invested in the elections. In fact, they are the second biggest political party in Ghana. They were just in power. Omuji means no free power. Until we cannot just say free power until the Mensa Electoral Commission will have to just come out with any result and say running. So I support the General Secretary of the NPP. In fact, our minority leader Kramponu spoke on this matter. This is the minority leader.
Member of this house filed an urgent question, which question compelled the EC to come here. A lot of supplementary questions were asked. The deputy chair, Dr. Bossman, sitting in for his boss, told us that all they need is security to enable them finish the 3 polling stations. I ask a question. What has changed? Mr. Speaker, we should be careful as a democracy how we are managing this democracy. Mr. Speaker, today we have a member in this chamber from Kwabena because when it was left with some few polling stations, EC relied on tally cards. Are they Michael Kwe Jr. on the Onyenipa, Onya Ganini. Michael Kwe Jr. protested, but he did not protest with violence. He did not carry his constituent to the EC Collation Center. He expressed his disagreement in a civil way. Today, we have our colleague Akurugu in with us because EC used tally cards to complete the collation process. And when it is clear that the EC was on course to complete this process, we are being told today that there's going to be rerun of some constituencies. It is unfair, it is unjust. Is it the case, and I don't want to believe that that is the case, that the recent public comment by some senior politicians is what is compelling EC perhaps to secure their job? They want to succumb to the whims and caprices of certain extremists or certain hardliners. It is not fair. Maybe today this thing is helping some other people. Tomorrow it may be their turn. Mr. Speaker, with all of this said, I would humbly plead with my colleague opposite me to program the EC. We just received Prime Minister Modi talking about our strides in democracy. Let us not wish them away. In the sub-region, many countries wish they were Ghana. They are not Ghana because they took the institutions for granted, and today they are paying dearly for it. Let's not say to ourselves, had I known. EC must come here and brief us why, in spite of their being unequivocal, they have now changed course.
So this is the minority leader, Kasongo 99, Afenyo Markin. Onoswa kasa. Osia. The question the omontiase. Democracy in your practice. Onu Nigeria muma MPP 88 or parliament. The EC and encha ye. Aya then na organize elections. Not some places to crampa, you expect to say, Ubetimi de wankasa unko for quack king kind, a yedian abandoned you be a yano. Sabio in Kratabi so crown or church or the Bachelor Ghana for Abra a dance here cramponi was say, San numbers now they say Ghana for MPP for NDC for no Sabio and Chese a cocratem. Okas and say Ghana found with you know a here. Inti eni say Sabio MPP for Omokasa say Nyoman Koya, I was here Jomanu Sibone. Na sebi omo te Ghana no isi no eba parliament be ka kire omo say eye abana sebi eto no eye ablekuma north no abane de omo hia police protection pe na omo abobo aba no eye den na de kyin ya sebi isi asa betena ho ka se eye aba no e o se asa akoto no foforo e wo sebi impeso bi so now okasa no o si eye Afenyo Markin kasa no o si eye electoral commission for ana nipa bi nsem bi omoka se omodwuma omoye no enso eni no e wo se asesa omo no eno na ahye omosoma ende omutu anamon we ana on a normal day anka nsema MPP ka general secretary ne ka Afenyo Markin ka on a normal day anka a normal people speak na anka betiase but when the same animals the same fools from MPP 4, when these same people at the end of the day decided to protect an electoral commission or electoral commissioner who wasn't consistent in her delivery or in their delivery, these same animals, they defended Mensa. Now, say Asiedu Nketia Betena TV so ka say the electoral commission leadership they need to be sacked. Kwasiabe ne betima ka Asiedu Nketia wasn't speaking the truth. Afenyo Markin and the general secretary of the MPP, they were justifying what Asiedu Nketia said last week, that the EC is not consistent. The EC cannot do its job. The EC cannot be trusted. Asiedu Nketia make a statement, otchere Ghana for the reason why he believes as an individual and the chairman of the NPP, NDC, they should sack the EC bosses. If we say the EC bosses who are not consistent, are dangerous to our democracy. This is the same electoral commissioner. Election 2020, on my results, bear 7. The same electoral commission, led by Bossman, led by Mensa, and that TWEP, that is part of them. This is the same electoral commissioner. Omoba Parliament, say they are going to announce the results. They need the IGP to just give them men. This is an electoral commission leadership who are liars, who are thieves. I support the MPP. They are justifying the reason why we don't need Mensa and Bossman Asare at the electoral commission. I support the MPP for every single thing they have said. It shows clearly say the EC they lie. It shows clearly say the EC cannot be trusted. It shows clearly say the EC is not consistent. It shows clearly say there is some deficiency in the leadership of the Electoral Commission. The NPP, as the biggest opposition, they have raised red flag about the competence of Mensa and her subordinates. I am not the one saying. In fact, the NPP today, they have basically confirmed Asiedu Nketia say we need to sack the electoral commissioner. We need to sack the electoral commissioner and her deputies, because if we don't, the next elections, they will bring this country down. We were waiting for a political party to come out and confirm what Asiedu Nketia said. We were waiting for a political party to come out and tell the world to say Mensa is a liar. Bossman is a liar. Whatever they came to say in parliament was a lie. And today, the MPP, they have justified that. They have made Ghanaians know, say, Mensa needs to go. Bossman needs to go. The other executives of more electoral commission, they need to be sacked, because we can't have an electoral commission that comes to parliament to lie to parliament. We can't have an electoral commissioner who comes to parliament and lies to parliament and goes out there to do a different thing. In fact, the law says that if you want to rerun an election, it is only the court that can give you that permission to do that. The Electoral Commission is breaking the law. So why is the Electoral Commission saying that we have to go and do a rerun when they know, say, so the NPP is right. MPP for the Omokan, and then it is right. Mensa and the Electoral Commission are wrong. We need to make sure we get rid of them. We need to sack them. The NPP, because I don't believe, say, or I don't think, say, Afenyo Markin tomorrow will come and tell me, say, upon all the things he's telling me, upon all the things the General Secretary of the NPP, they are telling Ghanaians, they will suggest that the EC boss and his deputies should continue because they have already told us that they are incompetent. The NPP, they have told us that what Asante Bediatuo was saying, that they were criticizing, they now know that Asante Bediatuo is a prophet. It's a slim mosquito who is a prophet. And that the slim prophet, his words have come to pass. So the NPP today, yes in our politics. Now NPP for otchere omono Judas no. First Asante Bediatuo is on kano kre. Asante Bediatuo na Yesu ama. Asante Bediatuo hu hwe do akoka ende omwanga so mo Judas no na aba be ka kire say omo dwumadi a isi ni di. Sa dwumadi no mudi no emfa kwam. Now say MPP are the biggest opposition party in Ghana. Catcher say Mensa and Bossman are liars and that they don't speak truth. They came to even lie to Parliament and that they want to abuse their officer. Why should we as Ghanaians entertain Mensa, Bossman at the EC? Actually, Jimmy. So this is a vote of no confidence. They are basically telling Ghana for you say the EC cannot be trusted. We need to sack the EC. Today, as some are saying, the NPP as a political party, they have confirmed it. So nobody should go sit on any TV or radio because the two political parties, technically, they have confirmed that they cannot work with the EC boss and head deputies. So why are we keeping Mensa in office? Why haven't we petitioned the president to make sure Mensa is sacked from the office? The NPP have told us Mensa and Bossman are liars. That is why the minority leader Kasongo is telling them to come back again to Parliament to tell us because they don't believe what they said in the first place. We cannot live with an EC that is full of liars, thieves, inconsistent braggarts. We cannot allow such fools to be leading our elections. Today, the NPP, they have confirmed that the EC has been lying to us. And an entity like the EC, we cannot allow liars to lead it. Mensa, Bossman, and the rest of the leadership of the EC, today we all have to come together and make sure they are kicked out. I am not the one saying, the NPP are the ones saying it. Tomorrow, I don't want any foolish NPP person to come and sit on TV and say, Mensa has done nothing. Because the party has come out today to have a press conference to tell us that Mensa is a liar. I didn't say it. This is the NPP.
Ran the election in 19 polling stations. The EC gave the following justification. I quote, the commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the coalition, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, let it be on record that at the meeting with the Electoral Commission on 1st July, our representatives, the persons of Evans Nimakun, our Director of Research and Elections, and Ebenezer Nati, Honorable Ebenezer Nati, former Member of Parliament for Abdul Central, representing our party, vehemently opposed the position of the Electoral Commission. So it cannot be that after extensive discussion, the EC painting the picture as if the parties there agreed to their roadmap. Ran the election in 19 polling stations. The EC
so
gave the
MPP for otchere, EC for Nkanokre. Bossman is a liar. Mensa is a liar. They cannot trust them. The NDC too have told us the EC is inconsistent. We cannot trust them. They cannot organize any effective elections. So what are we doing now? They need to go. They need to be sacked. We need to get rid of them and get some competent people to lead the Electoral Commission. The NPP today are telling us, are confirming what Asante Bediatuo said, that the Electoral Commissioners are criminals. They are liars. Today, Afenyo Markin is demanding that Bossman Asare, who came to just who came to just speak on the Ablekuma North election results, lied to them. He's telling us that Bossman needs to come back and explain himself, because the last time Bossman came to parliament, he lied. The NPP are in support of Asiedu Nketia. MPP for almost support Asiedu Nketia's statement. Say, EC boss and the deputies in Yampamomo, and we all support the MPP and Asiedu Nketia. So right now, the conversation basically has ended. The EC bosses, Jane Mensa, Bossman, and the leadership. MPP say you are liars. NDC say you are liars. MPP say you are inconsistent. NDC say you are inconsistent. NPP for say the coalition, you did not even follow due process. The NDC are saying same. MPP doesn't trust you. NDC doesn't also trust you. We cannot trust you as Ghanaians. And we will not allow anybody from the MPP or NDC to lie to us that you people are competent enough to stay in that office. The EC leadership, they have to go. The NPP today, they have confirmed what Asiedu Nketia said. They support Asiedu Nketia's decision. They support Asiedu Nketia's observation. We also support the decision from the NPP. Jane Mensa, Bossman Asare, it is finished. They need to be sacked. And the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, Wakasemi, we need justice who are not swayed by popularity or pressure, but are anchored in the Constitution and driven by a genuine desire to uphold justice without fear or favor. And then a judge for 7 John Mahama Bino, omo because omunim se judge for be retirement. Na imremuno, se judge for be so some retirement or say to me fabi na sebio omu frimwa na omuso abeshim. And so John Mahama Baya emra ebogana ho brano and shan se ontumi emfa judges. Se ya pese president for judge for almost sako Supreme Court momi enshemra ne emfa tabono ento the number of nipa omobeko Supreme Court. Na menote ayan share samra ne de. So President Mahama nipa 30 ko Supreme Court mini problem because near tia de Akufo Addo nipa 18, 20. Inti koto de ne bonwe dabi. Until say nya beba together. Yenie beko otumfo ho. Mate se PMP for akotumfo se otumfo entia entia Chief Justice Assembly. Mr. Wa otumfo odi hene wo Kumasi. Otumfo onye Ghana Constitution. In the PMP for you've gotten it wrong. Sankamo assembly and kamon kancho tumfo say on kasem na judges na ya form ebro number bino yemfa number ba akumra na president bia ba ontumi nyi judge mbroso. Sana mo pese mo ko mena na ho a mo nkodi sa ankomo no. Na ankomo na mo de kono so chen no. Because otumfo ehye constitution ase. Otumfo ntumi fa ne pe enkyere Ghana de enye. Otumfo oso no so tena Ghana mo te Ghana te say nia. Ono so tuato. Ono so Ghanaian. Otumfo ni special passport. Otumfo te say woni me. Ni die de man efri say oye ohene a owo Kumasi. Enti otumfo nye Constitution of Ghana. Enti PMP for no that thing na mokoye no a concept otumfo kra ferry say mumu sa no beba no ho abeka san kwasasam na kire no. Every say otumfo say to onim say oni to me chen president. You get it? Enti I will say etinyo maybe ase o Ghana. Me nana se bia amujojo no I na too much. I will say yemu bi ne ati ase say eye otumfo say tutu oyo hene odi hene Kumasi. Sebio oyo hene a ohye constitution ase. Ono anka so oyo hene no ombu constitution so. Sebio on disrespect constitution no. Ohu president a sebio odini die ma no every say onim say ohye president na ase e na ohye constitution ase. Enti den na mutumi free fie say otumfo asama eye constitution ahye say yendi so no otumfo nko butu no. Mwankasa mudwene ansana mako otumfo akasa mo pese botutu anoma na mo ko che otumfo say aboa beni na nipa bi enya ho kwan e kasa tia no eka nanim mwajimi motutu anoma ho na mo ko che say aboa beni otumfo nim Ghana mra meken otumfo emra we redi eye Ghana mra otim onim say the president and the ACF Chief Justice ho no eye constitution na ye nyina ye di so otumfo nim say president bu constitution so anko no ankasa odene penko akasa waba enkran be 3 times we share president odim say president di boni ana oye bibia tie constitution anko otumfo be kasa sabi otumfo show biase e wa Asante memu Oshe constitution the president ase. Inti nkobeka Mr. President eh. Meso me to aba, meso me Ghana ni, meso me tuato. In fact, we the constitution so. But otumfo ba nkran no, onim say president the constitution so. Into oba na obesreye, e na oblesse no sako kumase. Okodi hini okumase. Inti aya na munjai sa kasa no. Sa PMP ni sa nyoma na mu otumfo afrafra. Mo pese ni pe bi e kasa tie otumfo no. Ya mpene ma mundi sa nkwase asem no. Because otumfo se tutu ni mumra no. Oba nkran ya man Mikey sanka president ebu mra bi so anka obeka obi antumi nya no hwe ba onim se ye ko edie bibia fenchem obi antia mra bia so bibia gina na so intaya den na jimifo ko se nana ene ko ka chief justice asema eken enye obi na abodi tirim eye mra ena edi nti otumfo nya den otumfo no so se mra na so no onkota mo mra no ntwene otumfo se dutu wo hye Ghana mra se o hye constitution ase eto a ye betwa to se ye nyine ntoro betua ye to petro 10 Ghana ono so to petro 10 Ghana yanga so yo otumfo nto beto 2 Ghana no yaka se Ghana obi under 6 o'clock president ka se ye kwo be me bia ojane na aso bia emfa e de etuo nkuta ne enko wa otumfo ye be me man tu ahye nsem obedi echi akọ kontokwa nti ade na mo ye no mo na mo ma ho kwan ma ni pe bi e den etumi e keka nsem tie benhia ba menhia otumfo no ono oboro sa de so kumase na opani ye nti odi hini okumase a mo ma ni ndine hini na so munju no. Now, yanko and the asama President Mahama Kanye. President Mahama say, and the judge for in Swan na and the President Mahama. President Mahama so in Amabe and the Amabe judges Obuko Supreme Court no. President Mahama ka say me say, ye hia judge for sebio omumma eyedien nhwehwani mu ene dien hwani kokoti ene sebio ahantansam ene amanfo ebebo mo anobabai akeka nsema ye de efo mo ho na sebio de bia no omo eden omo nam krom na ye bo mu din etwetwetwom picture no on say we need justice who are not swayed or say ye judges for omo masa anyoma no sebio enyi omo adwene emfiri edwuma ye de ahye omo nsem omo mpejage fo a sebi omo tinipem a na omo mu na omo nim efisi omo nim se ye betwa omo picture de ko kansem omo mpejage fo a omo adwene omo so omo nim nyansa chen obia omo kasa omo dimina de omo ye omo ho ebu omo fama nipa de bia ne ye huhu omo ho no o se saa judge fo no aya na ama omo ani efri dwuma ye de ma omo no ntefutu a ode ma judge fo we nyina ne se omo nya judge fo a omo ni eda edwuma no so sebio atantene ne na omo omadwene nko ho senio nokure sene be ya Ghana a yeba ye mrasam yebetumi asom ama akyekyere o man na gina ne na so a yebetumi abo ho bra no o se saa eye gidie ne ye pe wo judge fo mu ntefutu o de ma judge fo no se omo nya judge fo a edwuma ye de ma omo so omo nkodi ti se omo hwehwe nsem mu omo kyekye nsem mu omo de atantene ye ede to ho abo oman no ban no o se omo ma omo ni nko ho na sebio ma omo nkoye ti se judge fo a omo sora na omo mu na omo nim na omo ti nipem na omo twetwe na omo kakasetia na omo kasa ngina so ni so a sebio omo adwene omo se omo ya affiliated to political party omo nyoma bi omo ye akesesam ahantan etenie a sebio elso ni mfaso no o se mama judge fo no ensua saade no efri say yehu judge fo a sebio ende yenim so omo suban no nti yenyi saade no emfrim omo nyi saa suban no mema omo nsua na omo mbo eyede obra na omo mbo dwuma no ma Ghana fo eninji omo no piaw President Mahama na kaye.
Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, but don't forget to share the video to all platforms. I'll see you in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.